Dr. Mike here. Hey, wanted to make a quick video today and just want to know why you're lying to yourself. Why are you such a liar? Do you ever think about that? How often do we have people lie to us? Do we appreciate that when people are lying to us all the time? Why do you think they lie to us? To avoid consequences, to manipulate us, maybe to protect themselves. I mean, there is nothing worse to me in this world than a liar. I'd rather people just tell me straight out the truth. Here's the question. How can we how can we be so upset with people that lie to us when we lie to ourselves all the time? You say, well, how do I lie to myself? You're always lying to yourself whenever you tell yourself, I did the best I could do. It was somebody else's fault. I tried. Those are all complete lies because if you tried hard enough, you know in the back of your head that those are all excuses. Those are you're lying to yourself. If you can if you can't accept lies from other people, then stop accepting lies from yourself. If you really try, how many people look at yourself, have self-awareness right now. And I don't make these videos because I'm the best. I make these videos because I'm self-aware. I know I'm not. I know I have weaknesses. I know I have areas. I lie to myself as well a lot of times when I'm tired. I'm too tired to do that. Or I try. Name one thing in your life. Pause the video, write it down. One thing that you can seriously, from the depths of your soul, say that you gave 100% to, that you tried. I'm talking, you read every book, you watched every video on something, you took every class, you stayed up and you read those chapters for school 7, 8, 10 times, you took notes, you got a mentor, you went in for extra coaching or training or whatever. You did all those things. You can tell me that you did your very best. And if you did, you're probably lying to yourself. And if you did do your best, then you didn't have to make excuses because you probably won. So why do we do it? We do it to rationalize. Did you ever rationalize something, say your health? Okay. Take, for instance, somebody who smokes and you find somebody to rationalize it. You're like, well, look at this 90-year-old. He's been smoking since he was 10 years old. He smoked for 80 years and he doesn't have any problems. Well, we all have different genetic makeups. Okay. So if you're going to rationalize yourself on that, or the person who looks fit, did you ever know one of those kind of people that can eat anything they want, they don't gain weight? Well, you can't rationalize that you're like that too. Say, well, they eat McDonald's all the time, or they do this and they don't exercise. And look at them. They look like they're in perfect shape. We are all individuals, and I push this individual because we're always trying to group. The society wants us to group into different things, mostly to control us. But when we're grouped into colors, we're grouped into different nationalities, races, genders. That's a bunch of crap. You're all individuals, especially in this country. That's what made this country so great. We got to get back to having individual excellence and stop the rationalization. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is basically whenever we look for areas of things to justify what we do. And the best example of this is what you watch on TV. Let's say you have specific political views. Okay. Let's just say that you need justification and you believe. So we have two channels. Say you have Fox News or CNN, and you have these crazy ideas, well, you're going to navigate towards CNN for the most part. If you have more patriotic American ideas of individualism, you're probably going to gravitate more towards Fox News or channels like that. So if you don't agree with one of these things, these two, and maybe I have bias too because of the way I am, watch the opposite channel. If you're a CNN watcher all the time or a CNBC or those, turn on Fox News or One News or any of those other more conservative type things and see what the other side is saying. And if you are a Fox News watcher, you're a conservative, put on CNN or MSNBC and suffer through it because it'll be rough. But just watch how people have confirmation bias. They actually have these crazy beliefs and they'll go out there and search out. They're not looking at the actual information, then making decisions. They're making their decisions and then finding. So are you doing that with other areas in your life? Are you having confirmation bias? Self-enhancement bias. Oh my gosh. This one right here. If you have you ever had the the have you ever had to think that you are better? Have you ever been in a situation where you actually think you are better than what you really are? Okay. My best example of this is we always say that we become like the five people we surround ourselves with the most. Now, if you surround yourself with a bunch of losers, a bunch of people that are going nowhere in their life, well, sure, you can make. I know people that do this on purpose, and you probably do too, that will surround themselves with people that are lower than them just to make themselves feel better about themselves. Okay. You should not be the smartest person in the group all the time. Don't seek out the low people. Don't seek out people that are if you have five friends and they're out of shape, the only reason you're doing this so and I'll bet you that you're the best one in shape of that bunch. I'll bet you if you surround yourself with people, you're the one that is the highest educated or the one who is, if you're really a manipulator and you like to lie to yourself, you're doing these things on purpose. And if you don't realize it, you're doing it subconsciously. Projection. Oh man. How do we project ourselves? This one right here is one that you really got to think about as you go projecting the way that you feel onto other people. Finding people that are lower than us. Let's just say we are a bit overweight. So what do? We try to find people that are in worse shape than us, and then we criticize them, we make fun of them, we try to do things. Same thing with our education, same thing with our relationships, the same thing with our finances. We're always looking for people that are worse off than us and projecting our insecurities onto others, making it, we're lying to ourselves. These are just ways to help us feel better about the lies that we have to ourselves. The final one, how are we going to deal with this lying? Is just have self accountability. Not only self accountability, but have a self accountability partner, somebody who's going to hold your feet to the fire, somebody who is like a mentor or a coach or somebody, even watching these videos, watch videos online, things that are going to hold you accountable. Because I say this at the end of every one of my videos, and this has been a hard video for me to get through because I don't like to have to call people liars and or because it's just such a sickening thing to me. I've dealt with one person in particular that's been a liar for the last 4 years on a board that I was on, and I couldn't understand it. Like it is an absolute sickness, and not only does it hurt other people, it just hurts yourself because nobody respects you when you just downright straight out lie, and some people are so dang good at it that it's become part of who they are. It's become part of their persona. And it's sick. And I had to eliminate just get away from that board, get away from those people because they just they bring you down and you don't want to get sucked into that world and end up having to lie yourself. So you have to avoid these people, avoid these liars. You have to avoid your own personal behavior. Take 100% responsibility to live the best life you could possibly live. Because as I always say, there are only so many tomorrows. We don't know. We're not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow morning. So, as I always say, again, live your best life. There's only so many tomorrows. And I'll talk to you guys again next time. Take care.